After I watch Soul on Disney Plus at my upstairs room for its last night, it made me want to make a dream to be a grateful man. Good morning! I'm Eric Creel, the Disney Pixar and DreamWorks critic here, and today's review is It's Soul. Let's get started. The plot, we have Joe Gardner, who wants to become the greatest jazz player to play on a piano. And it's basically like Ray Charles, and to meet with Dorothea Williams. And basically happens is when Joe Gardner to become the world's greatest jazz player, and suddenly when Joe Gardner falls into a sewer, and then when suddenly into the hole when Joe Gardner is finally here, and then what happens is in the great before and to meet with 22, and it basically happens is they want to come back to life and they meet with Moonwind. And then suddenly when Joe Gardner and 22 wants to come back to Earth, and then Joe Gardner turns into a cat, and then 22 turns into Joe Gardner, and then when suddenly happens when 22 and Joe Gardner want to find a way to find out. And then when suddenly happens when Terry needs to find Joe Gardner and 22 at all costs, and then suddenly when 22 and Joe Gardner are almost ready to go to the jazz practice, and when suddenly when Joe Gardner and 22 finds Terry, and then when suddenly happens is when 22 is going out for the lost in just a box, and then when suddenly when Joe Gardner comes back into his body, and then when Joe Gardner finally come to the jazz practice in the night with Dorothea Williams, and they give it a big crowd for applause. And then suddenly when Joe Gardner think about the jazz practice, and then when Joe Gardner needs to find Moonwind to find 22 to stop being sacrificed, and then when 22 has pretty forgotten for an ideas, and then 22 who want to make Shine Up with Joe Gardner, and then 22 wants to come back to Earth with Joe Gardner. And then suddenly when Joe Gardner wants to make a deal, if they not going to the great beyond or something like that, and then Joe Gardner needs to come back to his body again to come back to Earth. And then that's basically the plot. What have I heard of Soul? So the first time, I was excited for it, yeah! Because Soul was announced for the very first trailer for its last year. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be my most anticipated films in summer 2020. Oh boy, originally Soul was going to be released in June 19th of 2020 because 5 years after Inside Out came out. But then, due to the mostly delays due to the whole coronavirus pandemic, it's going to be wait for like 6 months to release on Disney Plus. And then I give it a watch on Disney Plus at my computer to look at how awesome it is after finishing my Christmas present, after watching the new Spark short film called Burrow, and then after I watched that on Disney Plus for an upstairs room for a Friday night movie premiere. And then what do I think of it? It's awesome! The animation is so wonderful for a Pixar animated film. The story, very amazing. And the characters, we have Joe Gardner. He's amazing! Played by the legendarily Jamie Foxx, which is the same cast who play Nico from Rio Dualchi, and of course, Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And then we have 22. She's amazing! The best character from the entire film. played by the legendary Tina Fey, which is the same cast, who played Roxanne Ricci from Megamind. She feels like Jana from Star Forces Evil. And then we have Jerry. Jerry looks awesome. All kinds of Jerrys. They look awesome to me. And then we have Dez. Dez is awesome. Dez is a pretty awesome barber. And here we have Dorothea Williams. She's amazing. And here we have Terry. Terry is awesome. And Terry looks pretty funny. Terry is Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb of the Pixar animated cinematic universe. And then the rest of the characters look so awesome, and including some jazz music scores. They look awesome. And what about the soundscape music scores? They are amazingly relaxation and pretty epic. And then we have the end credit song, which is It's Alright. That is cool. So no negatives and no issues. Over 10 million thousand percent positives. Because it is one of my second favorite animated movie of this year, right under Trolls World Tour and right next to Onward. Oh boy, I get the idea and I get the fact. Oh boy, it's been 1 year after Spies in Disguise came out this Christmas. Oh boy, and it definitely deserves infinity out of 10 and definitely gets the seal of epic masterpiece. Ooh, I feel the happiness I've ever watched in my life. I've ever watched in the whole 18-year-old life. So what do you think of the latest Pixar film, Soul? Whether you liked it or not, so comment below and let me know. And stay tuned for tomorrow to do a top 33 best movies of 2020. And stay tuned for more Pixar movie reviews to come, which I might review for the next year of June 18th, 2021, or I meant to say June 19th, 2021, which is named Luca. That's where I'm going to review Luca on June 19th, 2021. So if you want to see more, subscribe. Click subscribe, whatever you like. Hope you all enjoy. Goodbye!